Hey everybody, welcome to our $1 Million Challenge call. Super excited to be doing this call with you guys. And before we get started, I just want to read a disclaimer. I want to state that nothing you hear on this call or see on these slides or on the spreadsheets is a guarantee or projection of actual income that an associate will earn through his or her participation in Isagenix compensation plan. Success with the Isagenix compensation plan results from successful sales efforts and business development on the part of the associate. So are we all clear on that? This is not any income representation. This is just breaking down the $1 Million Challenge and explaining how you can use it to really build your business and cash in. So you guys, this $1 Million Challenge is a game changer. And in my opinion, there has never been a better time to join this company ever. And there's never been a better time to share this incredible wealth creation vehicle with other people as a result of this $1 Million Challenge and what it puts on the table for us. So, you know, the company, what they did was basically they just piled on a whole bunch of bonuses on top of what we were already getting. And these bonuses are for doing exactly the same activities that we're already doing. Like, can you say double dip? Like, seriously, that's what this is. We're getting paid just even more for doing exactly the same thing that we have been doing. So I know a lot of you, me included, a lot of us, me included, heard about the $1 Million Challenge, and we got the flyer, we printed it out, and we said, oh, you know, this looks really cool. And look, there's some, you know, some swag, there's some, you know, tumblers and exercise bands and journals, and oh, this looks really cool. I'm gonna have to sit down and get my head around this. And, you know, and then went on in our day and didn't really actually figure it out at all. And so a few days later, I did the same thing. How many did that? Printed out the flyer and then just didn't really figure out what it was all about. So a few days later, I got a text message from Carrie Mink, one of our team leaders, one of our awesome leaders. And what she texted me was this. Tara's gonna put it up for us so you can see it. That's what she texted me. And I looked at it, and I looked at it again, and then I did the math, and then I did the math again. And let me tell you what this means. Because she basically, here, there's some assumptions here, okay? And the assumptions are that, you know, because there's all the points with, you know, look at the flyer. You get 1 point for enrolling a 50 BD to 100 BD order, and 3 points for like 100 to 149, and then 5 points for 150 BD or above. So there's some assumptions in this point thing, this point breakdown that we created. The assumptions are that you're enrolling your new member with 150 BD pack or above, which most of us do anyway. Most of us enroll with President's Packs or Pacesetters, 30 days, whatever. You know, definitely more than 150 BD pack. Now, the assumptions are you're enrolling with 150 BB pack, that your new member signs up for Healthy Mind and Body and Ice Body Challenge, and your new member reorders from whatever point they signed into the contest every month through the contest end period. And when they reorder, and their reorder is 125 BB, they actually get a $25 product coupon. So disregard where it says get free shipping coupon, because it's actually the $25 product coupon. And so those are the inherent assumptions, and you need to be careful. And I'm going to highlight this again at the end, because for you to get 5 points for their reorder, the reorder has to be 125 BB. However, when they use their product coupon that they earned the month before, it's going to knock the BB down in the basket. So if their order basket has 125 BB, they use the $25 product coupon, it's going to knock it down 17 or 18 BB. So just to be on the safe side, you want to target their basket for the reorder being about 143 BB. And then they'll apply their coupon that they got, that they earned the previous month when they reordered the previous month. And then it'll come in right around 125 BB. So you want to be aware of that, because it's going to make a difference in your points. So those are the assumptions. Does everybody get that? You know, you're getting 5 points instead of 3 or 1 for enrolling with 150 BV or above. Their reorders are 125 BV. So that and you tell them so they get the free product coupon, right? And they're enrolling in Healthy Mind and Body and Ice Body Challenge. So look at this sheet and look at it look at what it says. It says if you enroll one person per month, and this is starting in August, so because this contest started August 1st. So we did this, worked on this. We've been working on this since August 1st, but this assumes enrollments in August. So if you have one enrollment per month, you're going to get 85 points, and you're going to be on the Wall of Fame, which is awesome because a lot of people like you guys that participated in the Welcome Home Challenge and ended up on the Wall of Fame. So that's what you're going to get for one enrollment per month. One enrollment in August, September, October, November, December. For 2 enrollments per month, you'll get 170 points, and your total payout is going to be $200. Now, I'm not even talking about, and I'm not even going to go over all the swag, the prizes that you get every month, which is totally awesome, right? And really, really super motivating for a lot of people. So this month in August, our prizes were for 10 points in the contest. You got an Isogenics tumbler. If you scored 15 points in the contest, you got the tumbler and an exercise band. And if you did 20 plus points in the contest, you got the tumbler, an exercise band, and the leather journal. So this is awesome, and they're getting ready to reset tomorrow. We're getting a whole new set of prizes, and it's really fun, and they're just going to get shipped to you, and I think it's going to be great. But that's not what we're talking about here. Okay, we're talking about the real money. And so I want you guys to look at this. So 4 enrollments a month, 1 enrollment a week, right? One enrollment per week for the 5 weeks of the contest, August, September, October, November, December, is 340 points. And that would be $600, which is a lot of money on top of what you're already getting for doing those same activities. Again, it's no. So now I want you to look from 4 a month to 8 a month. So for double the activity, for double the effort, you're going to get paid out 5 times as much. Do you see that? Isn't that crazy? So for 1 enrollment a week, you're going to get paid out $600. As long as they meet, again, they have to meet all those conditions. They have to meet all those criteria in order for these points to work for you. But 1 enrollment a week, $600. 2 enrollments a week, $3,000. And then look, if you go from 8 a month to 10 a month, so for 2 extra enrollments every month, it jumps from $3,000 to $5,000. Do you guys all see that? Does anybody have any questions about that? I'm gonna hold on 1 second. I had everything all set up and ready except my power cord on my computer apparently. So hold on. Back in action. Genevieve, was there any questions about that? Because I'm not reading. Do we need to go over anything?
No, we're good. Just one person asked about points accumulating, but Janice answered that yes, they do accumulate. So we're good.
Okay. So can you move over to that the spreadsheet, Tara, where I just typed up that same handwritten note. I just wanted to show you guys because now we're going to move to a spreadsheet that I created, but it's this, I used this. This was my starting point. So we don't have to be, spreadsheet gurus, and we don't have to be really good with Excel. And we don't, this is really all, and this, I put this in front of people in my spreadsheet, and what people gravitated to was this because they could get it. So I just wanted to show you our starting point, and then I did some work with it in Excel. So Tara, could you bring up that spreadsheet? So when she brings up the spreadsheet, I just want you to see, we're gonna work with the points and show you a little bit how they work. But I want to tell you that this right here, these points don't include any rank advancement. This is straight enrollments, right? These points that she's showing you, that's just straight enrollments. And it also doesn't include getting your current personally enrolled to do Healthy Mind and Body and to do Ice Body Challenge, because you get points for all of that too. The reorders, though, are only for your new members. So, Tara, is that spreadsheet coming up?
Can't you see it, or you want to see the next one?
I need to see the spreadsheet, the next page. I only see the handwritten.
Oh. Sorry. Yep,
Genevieve, what do you see? Because I still only see the handwritten note.
you do. Okay, hold on. The handwritten note's not there. This is all.
That's what's on the screen.
I still see the handwritten one.
Mm. Now?
Now, perfect. So I cleaned it up. Now you can see it. It's the same thing. I just typed it up, and now the point values for the same thing that we were talking about. So Tara, can you go to the next slide now? Okay. So here's what I want you guys to see, because this is really super powerful. Now I know that the contest started in August, so I wanted to represent it here, but a lot of us are just sitting down and looking at this now, and we haven't started. We haven't gotten any points. So what I'm going to do for the purposes of showing you this, I'm going to take August out. So I'm going to zero it out right now. And so I used for this model, just so you could see it really clear, I said, let's just say 4 enrollments. 4 enrollments a month. 4 in September, 4 in October, 4 in November, 4 in December, right? So now watch this. If instead of doing 4 enrollments in September, I did 8, and I didn't do any in December. So it's the same number of enrollments, right? It's the same number of enrollments. It's still, 4 a month times the 4 months. So it's still 12, 16 enrollments, right? But did you see the change in the point value? Did you see what happened, Tara? Can you do it again? Can you set it back to the way that it was? So we're at 232, 4 enrollments for each of the 4 months, right? But if we say we're going to work hard in September, same number of enrollments is going to generate 60 additional points, okay? 60 points divided by 5, which is what you get for each enrollment, is equal to 12. So every single enrollment in September is worth 3 in December. Do you guys get that? Raise your hands if you get it. It's a little crazy, but this is huge, because this is why you need to get into action right now. Because every enrollment in September is worth 3 in December. Same amount of points because of the power of the reorder. So hopefully you can get your head around that, because that's a really, really, really big part of this, and it's really important. So Tara, you can leave it the way that it is, because I know that you're going to get into action, right? So let's say you already got started. Let's say you already had a great month in August. Tara, how many enrollments did you have in August? 5? 4, 5, 6?
Yeah, let's just say 5. So we'll put 5 here.
So did you see that, you guys? We went from 292 to 427 with her 5 enrollments, because we're assuming reorders every month, right? You guys got that, right? We're assuming that they reorder, that we're assuming that you coach them to have an amazing product experience, and they're reordering every month. So those 5 enrollments that she got in August, man, are they ever going to pay off? Is she happy that she got started early, right, Tara?
Yes.
And now can you show everybody what happens if you didn't enroll in August and you don't bother to get around to this till October? And put the 4 in December. So say you got a late starter. So if you wait till October to get started doing this, even put the other 4. Let's give them 16 enrollments still. So put the other 4 in October, 8 in October, 4 in November, and 4 in December. 212. So do you guys see? Do you see why you need to get started? Do you see why it's great if you got started last month, and really good if you get started right now and really ramp it up in September? Do you see the power of the numbers? So All right. So let's say you have all these enrollments, right? And you coach them and they have a great product experience. So what happens when they start to share? Because we get point for rank advancements too, right? Tara, do you have that slide for us? So those points get added on. So for this slide, just to show you, I assumed that with all of your enrollments, this was 20 enrollments, right? 4444. I assumed for the purposes of this slide that 10 of those people shared with 2 other people. And magically, 5 of them were on the left and 5 of them were on the right. Beautiful thing. And so those points that you see down there, the personal rank advancement points, are 5 for going consultant, 5 for going manager, 7 for director, and actually make that 10, make that 10, Kara, because, yeah, and 10 for going executive. And so, and then the fact that they're in different months, I just wanted to show you all the different, all of the different items. And then the 5 and 5 below are your personally advanced rank, your personally enrolled rank advancing to consultant. So that's the 5 and the 5. So that's the 10, 5 on one side and 5 on the other side. And that's 50 points. So that was 77 points for rank advancing, which is awesome. I mean, really awesome, and great that, you know, we're getting rewarded for that activity. But can you see what activity is really getting rewarded in the $1 Million Challenge? Can you see what the focus is of this? The focus of the $1 Million Challenge and the way that we're getting very richly rewarded is to get people enrolled, help them have a really great product experience, and to continue to reorder the products. You're getting a lot more points for doing that than you are for rank advancing, right? Does everybody see that? Okay, so I got this far, right? And I was getting ready for a trip to Illinois. I know some of my Paris Effingham Newton team is on the call tonight, and I saw a few of you as I came in, so hey. I was getting ready for a big trip to Illinois. I had 22 one-on-ones and 2 business presentations scheduled for 3 days. And I knew that I had to get this down on paper. Like I had it in my head. I knew it, but I had to get it on paper. So I called our resident team nerd. He actually prefers the term intellectual badass. So we're going to go with intellectual badass. I called Mike Janis and I said, I need your help. I need you to model this out for me, because I know it, but I got to be able to show people. I got to be able to sit down in these 22 meetings and show people what's possible. And because $1 Million Challenge was possible. So he put this together for me. Thank you, Mike. I am very, very, very grateful for this. And so this is why this is really a game changer. Because now I can sit down with brand new associates and I can show them what's possible. I can sit down with prospects who I think have a really good potential for the business opportunity and show them what's possible. I can sit down with people who are in or have been in the network marketing industry and show them a very clear path to make a significant amount of money in a short amount of time without talking about BV or PV or QV or cycles or left side or right side or inside leg, outside leg, team leg, focus, none of that. I don't have to talk. And I'm not saying that's not important, because it's really important. You know, the BV, the cycles, that is the heart and soul of this compensation plan. And that is what creates that residual income for us. But in the beginning, that's very confusing for people, especially people that, you know, really don't understand compensation plans at all. So now you can see it, and you can see it really clear. You can show people a real path to, I mean, I'm personally, for me, I think $9,000 in 4 months is a really significant amount of money, right? And so if any of you can't see this right now, if you have like a gallery of photos, or if you hit the tiny little bar, that should minimize minimize it on the screen because like I can't see it right now, or you can move this whole bar to another part of the screen so that it's not bothering you, which is what I just did. Okay, so you can see here's over here on this part of the screen to the left of the screen, you can see those are all the points that you're given in the $1 Million Challenge. And up top on the right, you can see for this model, I used 10 enrollments a month, right? But I can make it whatever I want to make it. I can make it be 6 enrollments a month. I can change it to whatever, and it'll all calculate out. But right now, this one's built for 10 enrollments a month. This one assumes that 10 of my people, 5 on my left and 5 on my right, rank advance to consultant. This assumes that everybody participates in Nice Body Challenge and HMB, and this also assumes that everybody reorders, right? Those are the points right there. So I can show people that, but I can also show people all of the other bonuses they're going to get along the way, as long as they meet them in their time requirements, as long as for Crystal Manager, they've done it in 60 days, as long as Crystal Director, they've done it in 120 days. Like all the same rules still apply, right? But I can show people, now this is based on people enrolling it with a 30-day kit. So the PIBs are based on a 30-day pack. Everything that I did here is based on a 30-day pack. So I want to point a couple things out to you when you look at that final number. The first thing I want to point out is I estimated the cycles really, really, really low because that's not the focus of this. So I didn't want it to be about the cycles. I wanted it to be about all of the bonuses with the $1 Million Challenge and all the bonuses that are available, right? So the cycle estimate in there is really low. I personally think it's probably double or triple the number that I wrote in there. The points for the $1 Million Challenge, I left it at this, although let me tell you something. If I was at 737 points, I'm pretty sure my butt would be at 800 points. I would be moving heaven and earth because the difference between 737 and 800 is $2,000. You guys see that, right? I mean, it's and then another 200 points to get to 10,000, from 5,000 to 10,000. It's crazy, and you need to know where you are because you need to know how hard you want to push because I think that this is doable. This is real. That's the other thing I want to tell you guys. This is doable. And if the $1 Million Challenge had existed when Tara started, for example, she would have made the $10,000. Like, right, Tara? Like the way she came in, the way she enrolled, the way she rank advanced, the way her people were ordering, she would have made the $10,000. Like, this is doable. And you need to not just see big numbers and just go into overwhelm. This is doable, and I'm trying to break it down so you see that. So those numbers there under rank advancement, additional bonuses. Consultant, Crystal Manager, Director, Crystal Executive. I think if you're in momentum like this, enrolling 10 people a week, and you're enrolling them with 150 DV packs or above, I think you're going to hit the 5-cycle bonus twice. So I have it in there, but I have it in there in blue because there's no guarantee that you're going to hit that, but I'm pretty confident that you would. I also think if you're in this kind of momentum, you actually have a really good chance of hitting the 10-cycle bonus. So those numbers are in there too, but I actually can, I can take those out. So I built this and I can work with this. Like if I sit down with one of my people who they've been in isogenics for a long time, for 6 months or for 4 months, and they've decided that they're finally going to look at the business. I can take out, the Crystal Manager and take out the Crystal Director and just leave in the Crystal Executive bonus that they're still eligible for. But the rest of it remains. So this is amazing to be able to show people this. And Tara, can you flip to the next screen? You see the difference between enrolling with the double PIBs here for President's Pack versus the double PIBs for the 30 days. So I put it in there. The cycles are a little bit higher, and it does make a difference. So here's the really big deal about this that I don't. So Mike and I were working on this together, and we were going back and forth, and we finally got it to this point, and I called him and I said, Mike, he said, what? I said, these payout numbers don't even include the leadership pool. And he said, holy crap. And I'm like, I know. Because if you're doing this, if you're in this kind of momentum, if you are getting your 5 people on your left and 5 people on your right and you're going executive, you're playing in the pools. And the director's pool, the max bonus in the director's pool is $2,500. In the leadership pool, in the executive leadership pool, not the 2-star pool, in the executive pool, the max payout is $5,000. So potentially on top of this $10,000 by December 31st, you're going to add another $12,500 potentially in pool payouts. So now you're sitting down and showing somebody that they could make easily not easily, it's hard work, don't get me, so not easily, but they could conceivably make $22,000, $22,730 by December 31st by enrolling 10 people a month for the next 4 months, right? And if they really got their act together and enrolled 20 people in September instead of in December, I mean, you saw what that did to the points. Tara, can you do that? I think this one you might have to do it a little different. Just make September 20. We're starting at 737, right? And make December 0. And now make October 20, and where it says personally enrolled reorders, make October 20. And November 30. And December 40. And all I'm doing there, you guys, is because she enrolled the extra 10 in September, I just added 10 more onto the enrollments. So that number went from 737 to 887, right? So right there, by doing what we were just talking about, she went from, and you can change it right down there, the MDC points, you can change the MDC points from 3,000 to 5,000, Tara. Right there, just by enrolling her 10 people in September instead of in December. So I don't want everybody to go into huge overwhelm about, oh my God, I need a spreadsheet, I need this, you don't. You don't. I'm using this to show you the power of what's possible. And I wanted to be able to lay it out in front of everybody in a way that they could really get it. And so I told you about the 5-cycle bonus. It's not guaranteed, but I think you'll get it if you're in momentum. Same with the 10-cycle bonus. I think you'll get it if you're doing your numbers like this. So a few things to know. So Tara, if you enrolled in Healthy Mind and Body right now, how long does Healthy Mind and Body last?
60 days.
So you would be done at the beginning of November.
Yes.
So you could enroll again.
Yep.
Right. So this assumes everybody enrolls once, where in fact anybody who rolls through the end of October, minus a few days, can probably get in HMB twice. Mm-hmm. And it's actually absolute. I think you get more out of it the second time. What do you think, Genevieve? I think you actually get more out of HMB the second time you do it. So just so you know, those are some extra points you might want to think about. Team members do not need to be new members as of this contest for their rank advancements to count and for their IsoBody challenge and their HMB enrollments to count. It's only the reorders where they have to be the new member, right? Reorders do not have to be auto ship. They do not have to be their auto ships. So anytime somebody reorders, and as long as it's, you know, the 125 or the 143, the reorder is going to count and they're going to get the points for it. So this is really big. This was a really big deal because like on my team, our auto ship, I train and we set up our auto ships to go out every 28 days. And there's some really good reasons for that. When your auto ship goes out every 28 days, your people are planning for exactly 4 weeks of product usage. So they know, you know, it's 4 weeks. So 4 shakes, 4 cleanses, you know, this number of ionics, like it's a lot easier for planning purposes. It always goes out on the same day of the week. And for a higher level, just so everybody knows, it makes it a lot easier to plan. When you hit the leadership pools, which I'm happy to help anybody with anytime. It makes a big deal in the pools if everybody's on 28 days too. So those are some of the really good reasons for it to be 28 days. So, but they don't have to be auto ship. It can be a reorder that happens anytime. I know a lot of us, people buy a 30-day kit and then other people in their family start using it and they reorder within 15 days. That's still going to count as long as it's 150 BV. But this means you need to get in there and work with your people. You need to really be coaching your people. You need to be on top of your people, and you need to be in communication with them, and you need to be helping them. You need to be putting it out there that, hey, if you need to order some extra stuff, let me know, because I can help you put together an order that's going to give you a $25 product coupon. I can give you some really good advice on some products to try or what you want to reorder, and I can help you save money. So you need to make sure you let me know before you order. Otherwise, I think a lot of people have it. We have our people, they sign up and then they order, a couple boxes of icicle lights, or they order more ionics because they love it, or they piecemeal it. Well, as for this and for your benefit and for their benefit, you really want to help them gather up their order and have it be 125 BD order, right? Does everybody get that? Raise your hand if you get that. Thank you. Okay. So can you raise your hand if you got the 142 versus the 125? Can you raise your hand if you got that rule? And if you didn't, can you put it in the chat and say what you don't understand? I'll try to explain it again a different way. So here's another thing I wanted to tell everybody. As of last Saturday, when we did our celebration blitz, I was talking to Chris Nish, and he said the top point earner for the company right now in this contest has 136 points. And that's not a lot of points for the top, out of all 600,000 of us, or whatever it is, the top point earner to date has 136 points. So this is anybody's ball game. That $20,000 grand prize on top of the $10,000 payout, it's yours for the taking. It's any of ours for the taking. We just got to want it and see it and go get it. So don't go into overwhelm. See what's possible and play hard, but play hard right now. Play hard in September. This is the time. Get your enrollment hat on, get your prospecting enrollment hat on, and go crazy. Like, what did Eric Worre say in the leadership training? 20 enrollments in 30 days. Well, look at that. Oh, wasn't that just on my spreadsheet? 20 enrollments in 30 days? Seriously, go do it. Because you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache and a lot of trying to get points in December if you get it done in September, and then really, really, really give it your all, focusing on your people and making sure they have a really good product experience, because it's gonna make a big difference to you. It always does, but with this contest, even more so, right? So focus on enrollments, especially in September. And you have one last day in August, so if you want to get a couple in tonight after the call, you still can. And I am putting this in front of everyone. I am putting this opportunity and what's been given to us by this amazingly generous company, I'm putting it in front of everyone. And you know what? I'm putting it in front of everybody I know, especially if they have been or are in network marketing. And I just say, you know what? A lot of them use this because it really works, because people want to help you. I say, I know you're in, pick a name, other company. I know you're in another health and wellness company, but my company just announced this really amazing challenge, and I've been trying to get my presentation together about it so I can share it with my team and share it with other people. Would you mind sitting down with me for half an hour and critiquing it for me and giving me some feedback so I can be more effective in my presentation? If you go out and ask people for that, they'll line up, because people want to help you. And they love that you think that they're smart enough to give you feedback, right? This is a great way to put this presentation in front of a lot of people. And it's what I've been setting up the appointments. I have actually been traveling. I'm just back. I've been setting up the appointments for this coming week. So get this in front of people on your team who may not be just catching the vision. You know, wrap your head around it and get it in front of as many people as you can. So does anybody have any questions? I know it was a lot of material in a short amount of time, but hopefully you got it. Genevieve, is there any questions that we need to answer? Everybody gets it?
No questions that I've seen, Dawn. All the questions that there have been, we've been able to take care of.
Fantastic. Does anybody else have anything to say, or does anybody want to make any comments? Because if not, we're wrapping it up, and it's a wrap.
Great job, Don. That explained it really well.
You did? I hope so. I hope so.
Dawn, Zach wants to know, he just said, I do the coupon. I don't know what that means. Zach, do you want to get on and ask your question?
Sorry, I was trying to type, like, I couldn't type it. The question is, that coupon, that the $25, is that every single month they will get that if they order 142 BV? Is that correct? Or is this one time?
Nope. Over and over and over again.
Okay.
What, Genevieve, you look confused.
She was muted.
I was muted. I thought it was just for the first month. I did not know that it was for every month. Just for people that have enrolled since this started.
Correct. And if they go inactive,
Wow.
they nullify their chance to earn any more coupons.
So as long as they're ordering over 125 BV every month, so from when they start, they're going to get this coupon?
Every month until the end of the contest.
Oh, wow. I missed that part. I thought it was just the first reorder. Awesome.
Right, Robin? That's what Chris Nish said at the training, right?
Yes, I believe that is correct.
They don't get it though, Don, for the very first order. They
Right.
only
They
get
don't
it.
get it on the first order. They have to reorder,
Yeah, to get
and
it.
then the coupon is issued to use on the next reorder.
Yes, so they don't get it upon initial enrollment. They get it when they reorder the very first time. And then
That's
the next
correct.
time, the next.
But no, understand, and there is no time limit. Like, they could reorder 15 days, get a coupon, right? Then they can place an order 15 days later and get another coupon. And then they can order 15, like, it's like that. Now, I did my points based on somebody reordering every 30 days. But if you have anybody, and it happens a lot when people enroll. I see it all the time. Like, people enroll, they get the products in them, and they go out and they want, a lot of other things. And so they do place some significant reorders, and they're more than 150 BV, and they're much sooner than the 30 days, right? So there's actually additional reorder points that are available. There is no restriction on that, but I use 30 days kind of as to be able to model it.
So Dawn, if they go inactive, it nullifies the coupon you said. But what if they reactivate within the contest? It's just they're done with the coupon.
They're done.
Okay.
They're done. Anybody else?
Hey, Dawn, this is Diana. I just wanted to add on what Chris was talking about at the Blitz, that if they apply the coupon, once they apply a coupon that they've earned, it will take their BV down. So to earn another coupon, they have to have 125 when it's purchased, if that makes sense.
Correct. So that's what I was saying. Thank you, Diana, for bringing that up, because I think this is a point of confusion for a lot of people. So when they go to reorder and they have that coupon, you need to help them make sure that their cart, in theory, the magic number is 143, 145 or 150 to be safe, right? Because when they apply the coupon, that $25 coupon, it's going to drop their BV by more around 17 BV is what it should take off of it. And so that's why you have to be in there, and you have to be working with them. Do you get that? Like, this is confusing even for you guys. That's going to go right over their head. So let's make sure we're working with everybody and helping them make sure that they're getting, 4 or 5 product coupons if that's what they want. Like, right?
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah.
I posted it in the group chat, but my favorite reorder pack, it's one that's in my auto ship every month. It's the Total Health and Wellness 4 Pillars of Health pack. And I just was working on my auto ship right before the call, and it's 144 BV. And it's a perfect maintenance pack. It's awesome. So, and what I've noticed with a lot of my team is so many people just don't realize how many packs are actually available besides the basic 4 and the custom of the 4. So make sure you check all of those out, because that pack is actually really perfect for a lot of people. And then boom, you're done. Like you have your 144, you're safe with that one. Lisa, it's under the healthy aging.
Does anybody else have a favorite pack that they like to put in their reorder that they want to share? Does anybody else have something that would be like that, like 144 to 150 BV, that kind of we can point people in the right direction? I use that one a lot too, Genevieve. I think it's really awesome.
We usually put in a custom 30-day for the second month. So that way they can, I mean, that's more than the amount they need, but that's what we usually do on our team.
Yeah, I do. We do that. I do that a lot too, especially if I'm enrolling with a custom 30-day. So I think we're good.
Hey, Dawn.
Yes.
It's Tori. Oh, that's too big. Sorry. Another thing too would be if somebody has a family or has multiples. This is what I do all the time. I order in 6s. So like my next order is going to be 6 ionics or 6 shakes. You get an additional 10%, and quite often those 6s will be in that range of the BV.
Yes.
So that's another option for someone if they've got their whole family on it.
Good advice. So hopefully this was helpful, because honestly, when I started looking at those numbers, when I saw the difference between enrolling 4 people a month and enrolling 8 people a month, that for double the effort you get paid out 5 times as much. When I saw the difference between enrolling in December and enrolling in September, and saw the power of all of that, like, this is what you need to get out there and share with other people on your teams. I think there was a lot of people that tried to get on this call and didn't get on the call. So we did record it, and we'll post that recording, Tara. We'll post that recording in the event, but not everybody necessarily was in the event. So I think if everybody tries to share the link to the recording out to the people they know wanted to get on the call, that would be really awesome, because they're not necessarily going to see it if they didn't click going to the event or didn't get an event invitation. They just got the dial-in link, right? Right. Okay, if there's no other questions, I'm getting off the call. Thank you, everybody. This was awesome. Thanks for getting on, and I hope everybody goes out and makes $10,000 in the $1 Million Challenge. Woohoo!
Thanks, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.